Hey everyone, we are on practice sheet number 30. Notice this is a little bit of a short one this week. This says, a drawing of a sailboat was made using a rectangle and two right triangles as shown. What is the area of the drawing of the sailboat in square centimeters? Okay, square centimeters, that's just talking about the units. Officially, we don't just say centimeters, we will say centimeters squared. So we have I would say we have a triangle. We do see two, but since we have that right angle, guys, I could literally just think of it like this. That this is 6, but then I need the total base, which is 5. Okay? And then I have a rectangle. So y'all know I like to separate out my figures and put the numbers. Okay? So, triangle, A equals half BH. Rectangle, BH. Hopefully we have that one memorized. Okay? So, as we're getting closer, please, guys, when you see this, for every letter, every variable, put the parentheses. That lets you know how many numbers you are going to use. For a triangle, it's half BH. So I would do the same thing, but I would just put the half there. If it's circumference, I would put a 2 if it was 2 pi r. Okay? So you'll use those numbers, figure out each area, and then you will add. Hopefully you know that. Hopefully we're professionals at this by now. Number 2, a refrigerator is priced at a refrigerator is priced at $525.50. There is 6% sales tax rate. What is the sales tax for the refrigerator in dollars and cents? This is only asking for tax. This does not ask for total, guys. This is a plain and simple change the percent to a decimal and multiply. Do that carefully. Show you changing the percent to a decimal. Okay, so this one is what we just started learning. The figures below are similar. I'll change that to a question mark. Or a period. What is the value of x? So, when we're looking for the missing side, remember corresponding proportional sides, CPS, corresponding proportional sides. We will set up a proportion. So, my brain, I would do big to small. I see this first, then this. That's how I would do it. Okay? Setting up my proportion. So the numbers on the big triangle are 4 and 6. This is not drawn to scale. Just go with me here. Okay? So 4 and 6. I could put 6 and 4. I just have to make sure whatever I write next to it is corresponding. And by the way, this is just one way of showing it. This is the way my brain thinks about solving this. Okay? So, what I want you to do, because this could be confusing, is we probably want to say that x goes with the 4. But if you look here, that single sign, that single marking, that means these two go together. So the 4 should go next to the 2. Here's the double marking. The x and the 6 go next to each other. Okay? So your job is to solve for x. Okay? Number 4, solve and graph the inequality. So, for this one, remember, first thing I said to do is let's check this symbol. When you first look at one of these, am I flipping the symbol? And the answer is no. I'm not flipping the symbol because I am not dividing by a negative. Now over here, this is a negative, right? So here, we'll go on and solve this, but this is what I need you to know. This right here, this, which doesn't flip, will be opened, right? Because there's no equal sign, and it's going to shade this way, okay? Now, you'll know I'm going to have 2 to the right, 2 to the left, but let's go on and get rid of this. How do I get rid of minus 10 plus 10? So 5x is less than, guys, careful, careful, careful. Some of you are getting better, some of you are still not. Difference, subtract. 32 and it's negative, okay? Then you're going to divide. When you divide by 5, this is going to be a negative, okay? So that means as you're going this way, it's going to be more negative, okay? I'm going to go and put this because this is going to be a decimal. I know the answer may not be right in the middle. That doesn't bother me right now. Just I want to make sure you know the basics of how we solve this, okay? So divide both sides by 5. Your answer will be a negative. Remember, again, it gets more negative this way. So I want you to think, if this is -1, this would be -2, -3. See how it gets more negative? Make sure that shows up here. Okay? So I'm going to let you finish that. Okay. Based on your answers, you're going to choose the answers that make the inequality true. Okay? We already know it's negative, right? We already said that, and we know it's less than. So that means it cannot be any positive answers. So I'm going to go on and get rid of those now. Okay? Also, make sure, whatever this is, if this answer is, I'm just making this up, if this says -80, I can't choose that because there's not the equal sign. It's not shaded. Okay? Number 6. Solve and graph the inequality. Solve and graph the inequality. Okay, first step. Will I flip my symbol? And the answer is yes, I will, because I'm going to have to multiply by -3. Okay? So when I multiply by -3, that is going to flip my symbol. Please take care of that first. Okay? Now, is it opened or is it closed? That equal sign means I have to close it. Okay? I do know this one is not a decimal. It will be a whole number or integer. Okay? Okay. So your job is to finish this off. Watch your sign. Oh, by the way, since I went on and graphed it this way, I can shade it, okay? I'm going to shade it this way. Okay, number 8. You will need your notes for this. Based on your answer, oh, that one's for that one. On this one, this picture, what is the name of the angle pair? And you're going to solve for x. So, what do you notice? This is straight for what? Look in your notes. And also remember, straight makes what number? An 8 for 180. Okay? So my equation would be 4x minus 7 plus 63. Okay? Sometimes all it does is ask you for the equation. It might be that answer, okay? But if not, they might want me to group those, okay? So what is -7 plus 63? Difference, subtract. And when I subtract 63 minus 7, I get 56. And it's a positive because it's more to the right. Okay. Now, your job will be to finish this off. I think it's a whole number, but if it's not, it's only a single decimal. Okay, so y'all finish that equation off.